Rosalind and Orlando, and Rosalind is now in the shape of Ganymede. And then there is the shepherd pair called Phoebe and Sylvius, but Phoebe wanted to marry Ganymede. And then Touchstone falls in love with Audrey, a cowcage, and Oliver falls in love with Celia, now in the disguise of Elena. And there are some deceptions at the same time. Rosalind has been disguised as Ganymede, and Phoebe, the young shepherd girl, wanted to marry Ganymede. And these are the deceptions there. And the deceptions are to be made clear. And Ganymede tells Phoebe, very interestingly, if Ganymede weds a lady, if Ganymede weds a girl, it will be Phoebe. If ever Ganymede weds a girl, it will be Phoebe. And Phoebe became very satisfied. Ganymede has promised that if she will ever marry a girl, it will be Phoebe. Actually, Ganymede will not be able to marry a lady because Ganymede herself is a lady. She is Rosalind, and she is there in the disguise of Ganymede. And very interestingly, so there are such interesting dialogues also found in the play. Ganymede tells Phoebe that if Ganymede will marry a girl, it will be Phoebe. And all the people reach before senior duke, and so now the things are to be settled, and it is time for the marriage, and all people reach there. And Ganymede and Elena, they went into the forest and retained as Rosalind and Celia. So they opened the disguise. They exposed their disguise and retained in the shape of Rosalind and Celia. And senior duke becomes very happy to find his own daughter. And then the marriages take place. Rosalind marries Orlando, and there is no possibility for Phoebe to marry Ganymede. And Phoebe is happy to marry Sylvius. Phoebe gets married with Sylvius. And Oliver, I told you, has fallen in love with Elena, and now Elena has come in the shape of Celia. And Oliver marries Celia. And the court jester Touchstone marries Audrey. And the 4 marriages take place. So there are more marriages in the play. And towards the end of the play, there comes the report that Frederick, the duke who usurped the senior duke, has left the dukedom. And he came into friendship with a monk, and the monk advised him to abandon all material possessions and to become an ascetic and a monk. And Frederick has now turned to become a monk and has left the dukedom for his brother. And the play ends in reconciliation and forgiveness. The senior duke returns to his dukedom and becomes the duke. And the couple are all happy. And very interestingly, the play ends with an epilogue given by Rosalind. It is Rosalind who speaks out the epilogue. She compliments the audience for watching the play and requests the audience to offer their applause also. The epilogue in the play is given by Rosalind. And in the play we come to find a line taken from Christopher Marlowe, from Marlowe's Hero and Leander. The one line taken from Hero and Leander is, "Whoever loved that loved not at first sight." So Shakespeare speaks about the girl and the boy falling in love at the first sight. Whoever loved ever, whoever loved had loved at the first sight. And the question, whether they had not fallen in love at the first sight. And this is the one line used by Shakespeare in the play As You Like It. So it is in Act 3 in the 6th scene. And it is the shepherd girl Phoebe speaking the line from Marlowe's poem Hero and the Leander. And the line is, Whoever loved that loved not at first sight. And we come to find Shakespeare borrowing a few terms from Marlowe in some of his plays. And here we come to find Shakespeare borrowing a line from Marlowe's poem, Hero and the Leander. And the line is spoken by Phoebe, and the line is, whoever loved that loved not at first sight. Whoever loved at first sight. And so this is a very popular play produced by Shakespeare, and so we can expect a question to be asked from As You Like It, and thank you for the time being.